Hello students, we are continuing with the political science of class 9 chapter number 2, what is democracy and why democracy. So in this video we will be mainly talking about the broader meaning of the democracy. So in our previous video we have already discussed about the features of the democracy, advantages and the disadvantages of the democracy. So here broader meaning of the democracy means that now we will be talking about democracy in detail. Okay, so before starting we should know that there are two kinds of democracy in the world. One is the direct democracy and other is the representative democracy. Now this representative democracy is also known as the indirect democracy. Okay, now what is direct democracy? Now direct democracy is that democracy where the people they directly control over the administration part of the government. Okay, now here the people they directly give their vote for the policy and the law making of the country. But here in the representative democracy, here the people they elect their representative, and those representative on the behalf of the people they take the decision and make policies for the betterment of the country. Okay, so in our country we people we are having a representative democracy. Okay, in ancient time earlier the people when there is a less number of population, that time the government they used to follow the direct democracy. But now as the population has increased, okay, so the government now they have started adopting and becoming the representative democracy. Now what are the reason that why the governments in the different countries why they are adopting this representative democracy? Because the reason is that it becomes very much difficult for all the people in the country to participate in the decision making. Means here it becomes very impossible for all the people to be physically present and to take decision collectively. Okay, and second reason is that some people are there who are not interested to participate in the decision making. Okay, so now here because of this the representative democracy is also known as the modern democracy, because most of the country nowadays they are adopting the representative democracy. Okay, now next we will be talking about the democratic and the non-democratic government. In our previous video I have also taught you that how there are different non-democratic countries. We studied the case study of different countries like China, then Pakistan, Mexico, Zimbabwe, Saudi Arabia, Estonia, Fiji. So these were the non-democratic countries. These countries they used to say that we are the democratic countries, but means they were not performing the actual features of the democracy. Okay, so these were the non-democratic country. Now if we take the first point which says that the political rights in the democratic country, we says that here the government they used to give the political rights to the people. They give the writing vote to the people, and here they generally gave the universal adult franchise to all the people. But if we talk about the non-democratic country, here it becomes dream for the people to have those rights. These people they doesn't have the right to vote, or they doesn't have a universal adult franchise, as we have seen in the case of the Saudi Arabia, where the women they were not having a right to vote. Okay, now next point is the free and the fair election. In democratic country, the country tries to conduct the free and fair election in their country and the regular elections. Okay, but if we talk about the non-democratic country, here the government they uses the unfair means at the time of the election. Though they conduct the election, but those elections are not free or they were not fair. Okay, next is the accountable government. Democratic country is accountable and responsive to its people. Okay, but if we talk about the non-democratic country, here they are not they are not responsive to the people. Okay, and the people they were not having right to ask any question to their government. Okay, next the decision making. In democratic country, the people have in the people directly or indirectly they participate in the decision making. But in the non-democratic country, the people, they were not having any right to participate in the decision making, or they were not asked by the government to take any kind of decisions. Okay, the dignity of the citizens. Democratic country gives basic right to the citizens of the country. They give the fundamental rights to the citizen of the country, and by this they enhances the dignity of the citizens. But if we talk about the non-democratic country, here they do not respect their citizens. Okay, they do not give any right to their citizens. They do not give any right to freedom to them to ask any question to their government. Okay, so there is a lot of restrictions for the citizen of the non-democratic government. Next is, it allows to correct its own mistakes. In democratic country, the people, they have a right to vote. By this, they know that in their country, after a regular interval, the elections are conducted. So if they think they have taken any kind of wrong decision, so they have a right to correct their mistakes. But in non-democratic country, these kind of rights are not there for the people, because these people, they doesn't have a choices to elect their rulers. Okay, so mainly students, here we are talking about the non-democratic country. So these non-democratic country can be a monarchy, it can be a dictatorship, or it can be a one-party government. Okay, next is, it allow people are the ruler themselves. In democratic country, all the people of the country, they are not the subject of the government. They are the people. Here the people are the ruler themselves, because here the people have a right to take decision on their own. Okay, they have a right to participate in the decision making of the government. But in non-democratic country, all the people in the country, they are treated as the subject of the ruler. Okay, so here we discussed about the difference between the democratic and the non-democratic government. Now, whatever we have discussed about the democracy, it doesn't mean that all the democratic countries are good democracy. Okay, because in the modern democracy, there is no country we found which is good democracy. Though they are practicing in a good way, they wanted to achieve the target to become a good democracy. Okay, so now we'll be discussing what is the difference between the democracy and the good democracy. Okay, so first point says that the elected government. In democracy, all the rulers, they are elected by the people. But here in the democracy, all the people, they are elected by the ruler, as well as they have directly participate in the decision making, irrespective of their status. Okay, on the equal basis. Okay, now next point says the regular elections. Regular elections means in democracy, the government, they try to conduct a regular election in the country. But here in the good democracy, the government, they conduct the regular elections in the country, but these elections are free and fair. Okay, now the third one, equality. Equality says that in democracy, the government gives the political equality to all the people. What is the political equality? Political equality means the right to vote to all the people. The UAF, they give to all the people. Okay, but in the good democracy, apart from the political right, the government, they give the social and economic right to all the people. Okay, so this is all about the broader meaning of the democracy. I hope you must have understand. Okay, so in next video, this is the end of the chapter, I would say, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.